listen, I was married once when I was 16. But don't worry, I had my mother's permission. I told her I was pregnant, but I wasn't. She cried her eyes out. She hated the thought of becoming a grandmother. I bet I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I don't look like a divorcee. You know, they're usually around 35 with tight-fitting dresses and high-heel patent shoes and big boobs. I look more like the kid in the custody fight. God, it seemed like I was married for weeks. Actually, it was only 6 days. It wasn't Jack's fault. It wasn't anybody's fault. It was just one of those terrible mistakes you make before you can stop yourself, even though you know it's a mistake while it's happening. Jack, my husband, was... Actually, no, I really can't talk about him. Actually, no, I changed my mind. I will talk about him. Once in a while, it's good for you to do something you don't want to do. It cleanses the insides. He was terribly sweet and groovy looking, but kind of adolescent, you know what I mean? Girls mature faster than boys. Boys are neater, but girls mature faster. Anyway, when we met, it was like fireworks and rockets. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it was a marvelous kind of passion that I made every day like the 4th of July. Next thing I knew, we were starting to fun about Justice of the Peace getting married. I know them 2 or 3 weeks, but I mean, there we were getting married. I hadn't even finished high school, and I took exams. The next day, they were on my mind too. I heard the Justice of the Peace saying, "Do you, Jack, take Jill to be your lawfully wedded wife?" I mean, can you imagine going through the rest of your life as part of Jack and Jill? And then I heard "Till death do you part," and suddenly it wasn't a wedding ceremony. It was a freaking funeral service. You know, a wedding ceremony is very morbid when you think about it. I absolutely hate anything morbid, and there I was being buried alive under Jack Benson. I wanted to run screaming out to the night, but I couldn't. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. I mean, you can't go screaming out to 10 o'clock in the morning. So I passed out. If only I fainted before I said I do. I did try to make it work. Believe me, I tried. I tried for 6 days, but I knew it was no good. I was in love with him, in my way. But I think just because you love someone, that doesn't necessarily mean that you want to spend the rest of your life with him. But Jack loved me. I mean, he really, really loved me. And I hurt him, and that's what I can't stand. I just never want to hurt anybody. I mean, marriage is a commitment, isn't it? I just can't be committed or